Finally, I'd like to just give you some ideas in the event that you are designing a home or building a home or both. Some ideas you can build into your kitchen design to make it accessible. And the central idea is you want to think about what things are like from the perspective of the homeowner or renter, the person using the kitchen. If the person is in a wheelchair, you want everything to be reachable. So remember, they can't stand up and reach on a high shelf. They maybe can't reach across a deep counter. So just think about locating things where they can be reached, and preferably without having to roll around to different spots, but reaching from a single spot. Standard counters are 36 inches high. That's a little high for someone in a chair. ADA says 34 inches high. You might want to consider adjustable counter heights so people can adjust them to suit themselves. Or you might want to consider counters at different heights throughout the kitchen so that a person can do different kinds of activities at different spots. And notice in this accessible kitchen, not only can one roll a chair under the counter and do work, but there's plenty of open floor space out there. The wheelchair could turn around easily. It helps to have shelves that you can pull out and use them as extra workspaces, cutting boards and other kinds of things. Remember that a wheelchair needs room to maneuver, so you need a space in front of each fixture and appliance, at least 30 by 48 inches, either parallel to the fixture or perpendicular to the fixture. Those spaces can overlap if you need. Under the sink, we need a place for the user's knees if they're using a wheelchair, so a place they can roll under. And remember that they're seated and they won't be able to reach to the bottom of a real deep sink, so spec out a sink that's shallow enough that they'll be able to reach inside. Some people don't have good use of their hands, and so go for a faucet with a single lever. They don't have to manipulate two levers, and they don't have to grab and twist and all of that, just a single lever. Drawers are a good thing. It is possible to spec dishwashers that are drawer models like these. In fact, I have seen dishwashers like this in the UK, in England, just as a standard part of houses. So we know they're available. And someone in a chair can use a drawer-style dishwasher easily. The person on the left is demonstrating how it's handy to have the dishwasher next to the sink, so you can do all your cleanup in one position. Spec out refrigerators that are not too high, no more than 54 inches from the floor, but if you could get lower, that would be better. And drawers, refrigerators are available with pull-out drawers. You've probably seen pull-out freezers, but you can also get pull-out refrigerators also. And remember that you need a clear space in front of the appliance. Then the oven, those ovens where the door hinges on the bottom are not good for someone who uses a chair, so spec out an oven that has a side hinge on the door. And put the cooktop or the range in a separate spot from the oven, and put it in a place where it's comfortable, and put the controls at the front so someone in a chair can reach them. Then think about storage. There are different strategies to think about. The first strategy is make sure that a person can reach it. So just like we've talked about putting switches and receptacles between 15 and 48 inches from the floor, think about putting shelves and slide outs at that height also. Remember that some people can't use their hands very well, so find cabinet hardware that one could operate with a closed fist, something like these closed loops. Think about ways you could provide shelves that are shallow. You'll see in some homes these pull-out thingies that are kind of cool, where they're only one box or one can deep. And of course, this requires high-quality cabinet hardware, to state the obvious. Turntables are another good way of getting stuff that might be at the back of a cupboard. And pull-out drawers not only for appliances, but also for storing whatever you're storing. Again, high-quality cabinet hardware is essential. One can spec these kinds of shelves that are pull-down shelves. They're pretty nifty. That's all I got to say about that. The Homes for Our Troops features these pull-down shelves, and you can see that the person using the wheelchair can easily reach the handle. It doesn't require twisting or grabbing. He or she can grab hold of that, pull it down, and easily reach everything inside. And here again, this is a repeat. Here is a list of some of the features, including kitchen features, that Homes for Our Troops use.